had gotten into trouble, got arrested, or just was hit my darkest moments, being homeless, or being in the street, or someone taking advantage of me. This was like a cycle for me for about 20 years. Around 12 years old, I found out that I was adopted. It kind of shook my whole world, thinking that you belong to a family that you love so much, and then not having a sense of identity. With that being said, I ended up pregnant at 14. Years later, I just suffered from anxiety and depression, and kind of just been floating through for the last 20 years, not knowing what I was supposed to do in life. So I found myself in and out of the ranks of drug dealers, embezzlers, frauds, and that kind of just became my lifestyle. So then I became incarcerated a few years later. I was literally sitting in jail one day, and a friend of mine just so happened to mention A New Way of Life and what their program was offering at that time, which was a stable place for you to live while you were trying to change your life.
My first interaction with Michel'ei, I was here at the office, and I seen this young lady sitting in the reception area. She was friendly, of course. She didn't talk very much. She was very quiet, secretive. That just told me she didn't trust nobody.
So Tiffany Johnson sat me down one day, and Susan Burton, and they wanted to know what my interests were. First thing I said was that my dream was to be a chef. So there's a program, Loqules, and they contacted A New Way of Life to try to do a partnership where they would take on like an intern for a local chef. And the chef was Ella Franger. And out of all the participants in the program, they knew there was no option. I had to do it.
The way that I met Michel'ei was through Loqules. And we came up with this idea of bringing in women from A New Way of Life and also from the International Rescue Committee. And Michel'ei was the first person to enter this quote-unquote program that we created.
Ella showed her that it didn't matter where she came from, it was where she was going that she was supported.
So she was really setting herself up to not be abandoned, because she's potentially felt abandoned in the past.
Upon getting the job with the kitchen with Ella Franger, I now have an apartment. I've been restoring my credit. Just a couple things that I've been thinking of when I got released. It's, not just about getting the job, it's about doing things for my future.
The inspiration is, if she can do it, then I can do it too.
She's worked through her anxiety, she's worked through stress, she's gotten an apartment, she's done so many things, and her culinary skills have excelled, but I think the biggest difference that I see in her is not to be esoteric, but more spiritual than anything.
Everything in my life is about what I can do to make my future better. With all the experiences that I've had, just not in life, but through these programs and the people that I've met that have helped me, now I'm working with A New Way of Life and doing advocacy work with them and outreach.
I am so proud of her. She is just going out there. She wants to be an advocate for change. She wants to use the cooking, being a chef industry as a tool. She is looking at creating her own business. She's awesome. She's awesome. I am extremely, extremely proud of her. Extremely proud.